What is going on, guys? Carter here with Edge Mindset. Got another unboxing for you. This came in from a retailer, from, a company. Sent me a knife. Hey, come check this out. This is from GEO Knife. Now, you may have seen some other channels talk about this particular knife. I am very excited to scope this out. The funny thing is that the company reached out to me, and it took so long for them to kind of send it to me or like finish the deal or whatever it is, that I went ahead and I bought one of these, but then I haven't received that one yet, but then this one came in. So yeah, I'm dumb, but let's see. I requested a specific one. We'll see if they sent that one or sent something else. So far so good. We got the GEO knife. Let's see if it has the Bowie blade, which actually would not break my heart because I purchased the Bowie blade. Oh, okay, so that's kind of cool. I didn't get the one that I requested, but it's actually fine because I bought the one that I really wanted. So now I don't have two of the exact same. So this is one of those ones that, oh, that's kind of cool. An actual microfiber that's imprinted with the brand on there. Oh, that's neat. Comes with some spare Omega springs. Well, Omega springs in case they break, so that's really cool. And then we have some information here. So here is all their social medias if you want to check them out. Pretty cool. So this is one of those kind of, I don't want to say too good to be true, but one of those absolute banger of a deal, or seemingly banger of a deal knives. We'll see in my testing. We shall see. We've got a protective little cap right there. Let's do a size. Like, I don't know. This isn't supposed to be a review. This is an unboxing, but I want you to know what we're looking at here. So 3-inch blade, 7 inches overall. It feels very, very lightweight for its size. We're looking at 3.3 ounces. So that is cool. That is very, very cool. We got titanium going on here. Very cool milling pattern. Kind of medium texture, not rough at all, but it has a texture. It's got Damascus collars, pivot collars, which is crazy at this price point. And I'll tell you what that price is here in a second. Don't worry, baby birds, I will feed you. We've got a milled titanium pocket clip with the lasered logo. Don't really care for lasered logos, but I don't know. I can't complain too hard at this price point. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Reversible pocket clip, and you can see that the plug matches the milling pattern. Now, this may seem straightforward, but I'm curious how they did this because there is not much of a gap there. So I don't know if they just use wire EDM and they're able to mill it out that close, or if they're actually taking a separate piece, milling that, and then matching the milling pattern. I don't know. Any machinists out there? Because I know we've all seen the social media videos of, like, the pieces of metal that go together and you can't see the seam, and everybody assumes that it's some sort of like laser that cut that out. But the reality is those are two separate pieces. So they machine the main piece and then they machine the piece that slides into it, and that's how they get those tolerances. Not that this is to that level, but it does make me wonder how they did that. Anyways, enough about that. Got the screw there, everything nice and flush. Deep milling in the scales here. We've got two standoffs. That's kind of weird looking. We got a huge standoff that I assume the pocket clip screws through, or at least one of those into that standoff, and then alternate screw here. So that's how it goes together. And then we've got a standoff here with no screw that maybe, I'm guessing, probably has just a pin. So it's just pin support with a single screw here. So that's pretty cool. This is the Crossbar Lock, as you can see right there. Let's take a look at that lockup. Fits around here. We running bearings? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't feel, I mean, that looks like washers, right? Huh. Washers. Well, I'll be. It does not feel like bearings. It's not acting like bearings. Could just be tight. I think that might be washers in there. Very interesting. Lockup, rock solid, no movement. What a killer little EDC. Now, what's steel? I'm pretty sure this is M390. Let's see if we can, there's a marking. Really little. Yeah, M390 on here. Let's check how sharp this is. Passes the nail test, nice and sticky. This comes in two different blade shapes. This kind of drop point swedge thing here, and then the Bowie blade. They've got different colors. They've got like a bronzed one. I think the one I ordered is bronzed handles with dark Bowie blade, if I remember correctly. Feels really good. Feels really freaking good. So, I know you're all wondering. I know you're like, whoa, okay, cool. So another China knife, another Axis knife. It does look pretty handsome, but what's the big deal? The big deal is the price point. These are like $107, which is, you know, this is pre-tariff pricing, right? Pre-tariff pricing, $107. Really good deal. This jimping is nice and aggressive, by the way. Fantastic knife. Fantastic knife. Coincidentally, now I'm going to get some hate for this, but I got this one in the same day. This is the carbon steel case right here. These knives cost almost the same amount of money. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Just kind of interesting, right? We've got made in USA, kind of rough, kind of stiff, a little scratched up, terrible edge on here, but you know, organic bone materials dyed, handmade, classic American steel here. And then we got futuristic China stuff, right? Where tight as a drum, M390, sharp as balls, titanium. Just kind of interesting that both of these came in on the same, kind of the same day. Like how opposite of a unboxing can you get? Can't get too much more opposite than that. GEO Knife, man. GEO Knife. It is a little thick behind the edge. This is not a big slicer here, I can tell already. Flat ground. Very robust tip though. So, I don't know. For me, I prefer, for EDC, I prefer something like this. You know, I'm not much of a slicer fan anyways per se, but for a knife like this that I would carry around in my pocket every day and use for all kinds of stuff, I kind of like a little bit more of a robust edge here. The tip gets a little thick though. I kind of wish that was a little thinner. You can feel it really start to swell up here at the tip. So you are not going to be doing much fine cutting here. Now, you could sharpen this, pull this bevel back a little bit, and it'll slice a little bit better for you. But yeah, overall, I am really impressed with this. Thumb stud opener. I imagine when I break it in and get some more lubrication going on in these washers, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Man, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that it's an Axis lock, I would say, let's just tear this baby, apart. But, man, I don't know. Axis locks, I like to leave them alone if I can. I am curious what this screw is here in the middle. What do we got going on here? Does it have, I'm guessing, some sort of steel insert, probably, because, you know, with the Axis lock, you've got to have multi-layer. So I'm thinking you take the titanium off, and kind of cool, I don't know, this would be a cool one to take apart because there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm thinking it's got steel liners, and then it's pocketed up here, and this is probably holding those steel liners in so that the Axis lock works correctly. What's going to bug me though is, are these washers or bearings? They sure look like PB washers to me, and they don't feel like bearings. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I take this baby apart. But so far, color me impressed. $107. What a killer EDC. Even if you're just buying this like for gifts for other people, you know, when people want a cool knife and they got $100, like this is a winner here. All right, guys. Take GEO Knife. I'll put their information in the description, right? If you want to go pick one of these up. I don't think I have a code or anything like that. I'll double check the messages and see if there's anything like that. I don't think I have a code, but what a cool little knife. All right, guys. Catch you later.